Well, anybody that's been watching the Gary Fisher Marlin rebuild, there it is. Of course, we're going to put a different seat on it for the customer, but it's great to see some of these older bikes, get redone rather than end up in a landfill somewhere. Now, we were having trouble finding a 26-inch fork, so we found a 27 with a straight steer. We weren't thinking about it, but that actually raises the front end of this bike up a little bit, which would be good for this customer because this bike is actually a little bit small for how tall this customer was. Now it's a 19-inch, so they measured bikes different back then. But as a bike fitter, I'm looking at that guy, the customer, and this bike, and it is a little bit small. So with this, we didn't cut the steer tube yet. We might be able to raise the handlebars for them and have this bike actually fit them better with a 27.5-inch fork rather than a 26-inch fork. So everything works out for a reason, and I think this customer is going to be very happy. It shifts good, it brakes good, it brings back good memories. It's got we changed a lot of the rusty hardware on it. So all in all, very cool build. That's what bicycle mechanics like to do. We like to fix things, and when you start with a job, like we saw, this bike had been maybe neglected, well, definitely neglected for a while, to where it is now, all with our hands and tools and know-how. It makes us feel proud to be bike mechanics. So anyway, don't let your old mountain bikes die. Bring them to your bike mechanic and, give us something cool to do, something that we feel good doing. Look at this bike. This is an old Schwinn Traveler. So we love seeing stuff like that. This must be Vintage Bike Day. Here's the twin to this Traveler, and I see Dan back here working on an old steel Diamondback. When I first started mountain biking, this is kind of the things we had were just full rigid bikes. Lowry State Park, Horsetooth. I think it's a hiking trail that you can't even ride a bike down now, legally. But back in the day, bombing down Horsetooth Mountain on an old rigid mountain bike was one of the best feelings in the world for me. And I guess that's never diminished. I still love riding my mountain bike. But it all started with that.